Fire signs. Hi. So I'm going to be doing a love reading today for you, and yeah, I'm using the Llewellyn deck, and I'm also the Wisdom of Avalon as the oracle cards that I'll draw in terms of getting some information from the universe for the reading here. All right, so I'm going to start off, and yeah, let's see where it goes. All right, so just doing the layout here with the cards, and this would be you. This will be your person. You know, somebody that could be somebody that you're attracted to, could be somebody you're involved with, could be somebody in your mind. You know that you. Excuse me. It could be somebody that you have kind of conjured up in your mind as well. So this is their card, and then this will be the connection between you. So I will be doing clarifications on this as we go as well. So let's see what goes on here. Okay, so for your cards, I can sort of see where you're going through a shift right now. Where maybe for a while now things have been on hold in terms of even being able to go there. Okay, I'm going to draw this card. It fell out. Got the Page of Swords. So kind of waiting with the Page of Swords here, clarifying, and so things have been in suspension right now where you're not moving. You're not going forward, but you're not going backwards either. So you're just kind of on hold. And in the meantime, you're waiting to see, you know, if something shows itself, something comes up. You may be waiting to hear from somebody. You may be waiting just to see a sign in some way, or for somebody to appear. And in the meantime, as I said, I think that as you're waiting, you know, you're kind of doing a lot of, because you're alone waiting. So I think there's a perspective shift that's going on inside of you at the same time that you may not even be aware of. But somehow I think your perspective is shifting. I'll just draw another card on that, because I think you've been single for a while, possibly. Even if you've been in a relationship, I just kind of feel like you've been ultra independent here. And in that way, you're kind of coming from a place of, sort of confident that you know you're okay and you feel complete in who you are. But that doesn't mean you want to be alone, okay? And that's the perspective that I think is shifting here, is kind of understanding that you can be both at the same time. Okay, and so that's what I think the Page of Swords is doing there. It's kind of like waiting to kind of figure something out, and something's just going to happen that's shifting your perspective, okay? Or that's affirming the shift in your perspective. All right, so we got the Seven of Wands after that, and the Seven of Wands is while you been in the suspended place and kind of waiting for something to shift. There has been a lot of pretty intense energy coming towards you in your life in other ways that has been very fulfilling and kind of kept you on your toes, and maybe creating a new career, maybe traveling, maybe new ideas, this is all about growth. And so because as I said, it's the Queen of Pentacles, and that's not a male or female card, by the way. That's just the feminine energy in that sense of independence. And so with the Seven of Wands, I can kind of see where you feel much more competent in the world, in your world, like you can handle more than you ever could before, and you feel like now maybe you can take, you're ready for also emotional commitment. And then with the King of Cups showing up, and this is kind of the masculine energy, and I don't see this as necessarily, I'm going to draw some cards on it and see where we're going with it. Okie doke, you got the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. So I think it's kind of, as I said, I think coming out of this and being in the suspended thing, it's moved to a place now where you're ready for a committed relationship, and you want a committed relationship. You've got your feminine and your masculine sides both kind of drawing towards each other. Now that could manifest in partnership already coming, that laws of attraction, where, because you've arrived at a certain place and you feel confident about moving into the next level in your life, that, and I think there's already kind of, you've got the Page of Pentacles there. So I kind of feel like you're already sort of seeing some evidence of it, either ideas that are coming your way, people saying stuff like, oh, it'd be kind of nice to see you, I think you're ready, or whatever. It's kind of what I like you may hear it, you may, in some way, what you've been waiting for in terms of signs here with the Page of Swords is now starting to appear. And I think what's happening here that I can see is what you're drawing is you're also drawing a committed person into your life, okay? Because you're ready for commitment in a real way, as I said, because of the, you're very complete in yourself, and that's what, and so the next thing for you right now is, and that's where your perspective is shifted, I think, is in looking at something long term. And possibly in the past you didn't, I don't know, but at this point, nevertheless, I feel like you're ready for it again now. for that level of, commitment spiritually, emotionally. And I totally can see that it's being drawn to you. You've got the Page of Wands showing up here too. Let's take a look at that. You've got the King of Swords and the High Priestess. So I think and remember, these are not male or female cards, okay? So I think intuitively, you have kind of, I think there's somebody here in your life. They may not be currently alive. They could be like a spirit guide or something like that, or somebody from your past. But there's a sense of kind of like a fatherly advice thing, like, okay, you know what, and you're hearing this, but it's all intuitive. So it could be, even the father within you, or whatever you want to call that, where it's saying, okay, you know what, it's time for you. It is time. And that's the message that's being given to you right now, okay? The message that's being given to you is that intuitively it's time, and you're already, as I say, the energies are already moving towards you. Now, this is the energies that are moving towards you, I guess. But I mean, it could be for some of you maybe already in your life and it's moving to the next level of commitment. That's possible too, where you've been, operating as a team but separately, and now this commitment on a deeper level is now coming to fruition. So that could be that too, or it could just, as I say, be somebody new. So you've got on their side, we've got the Magician, and we'll draw some clarifiers on that. So I feel like now this could be male or female, I feel like they themselves have figured out something new about love, in that it's time for them to, and this is for them, this is their, their transformation that's happening, where they have moved out of the field of, kind of like, for lack of a better word, the player kind of thing, being in the world. And it could be even being in the world, in terms of success and career and that kind of thing. And never really, had, and so they've been all engulfed in kind of their own arena. And now I can kind of see them maybe, moving from that arena and moving to another place. And it's similar to what I saw here with the Seven of Wands for you, okay? And this is also a Seven of Swords. And then with the Four of Cups on them, is that they're getting the same message that you're getting. And you're, as I said, you're getting it kind of from a spirit guide here or whatever. They're also getting that message from the universe that, it's time for a different kind of love in your life, all right? It doesn't have to be about something that's external from you. Because I kind of feel like for them, they, even when they were in partnership and maybe they were a team or something like that and worked together or did stuff together, but somehow it was still separate on a heart level from where they were. Because I think that they probably didn't think that they could combine the two, maybe, or they weren't ready for it. I don't know what their thinking was, but now I can kind of feel like they've moved into a different area of, and the Magician is where the transformation has come, where they, like you, are now kind of looking for what we saw here, being attracted to you. So I kind of feel like this person is moving towards you. As I say, if they're already in your life, then they're moving towards you that way. Okay? We've got the Ace of Cups showing up here. Yeah, because you know what? They're ready for this. They're so ready for this. Love has come to them. Love has filled their cups here. Like they are overflowing with love. And I think it's because, maybe they, I don't know why it happens that way. I'll just do a clarifier here. Yeah, because they've been living in the kind of world of the Emperor where, they're very responsible. Now, this isn't a male or female, but it's very, this person's a little bit older too because they've got a lot of life experience behind them and a lot of wisdom, but they're alone. In the heart, they're alone. And they've been busy ruling their empire. They've been creating a career for themselves. They've been building themselves, that kind of thing, and success and, making a name for themselves in the world. It's just the male energy, even if it is a woman. And then the Four of Swords is showing that there's something that felt really kind of cold there in their lives, though, and now it's starting to come to them, and they're kind of aware of it because they've got this Ace of Cups. So it's like their heart suddenly woke up, and is really overflowing now, and because it's vibrant and it's awake, and it's like, and so now they feel like they've got to make some decisions and some choices here. Okay, and we've got the Queen of Wands and the Page of Cups. So I kind of feel like this is a new feeling for them to be that aware of emotional passion. And I think they've been in relationships before and possibly even currently, but the person that they've been in a relationship with was showing up as the Queen of Wands here. Now that could be male or female, but it's been more like a path where the two people, like I said before, they've been maybe possibly working together, maybe on the same path, maybe working towards success together, creating, material success or something as a team, but the heart, the passion hasn't been there. And so it could be, and now it's starting to awaken with this Page of Cups and with this Ace of Cups happening here. And I'm saying it may be that same person. It could be somebody that you're together already, and it's being reawakened, or even awakened for the first time in terms of this level of passion and this level of commitment on that level, from the heart. Okay, and I can see them. They are moving. They want this. They really want to be in that level of passion. I don't know. I'm just going to draw another card here. Whenever I get a little stuck, it's time to draw another card. And I think there's I think there's an awareness that's hit them about their soulmate is at hand here. Because we've got the Six of Cups, and then I've got the Queen of Swords, I've got the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Swords. So I can definitely see movement towards this kind of blissful feeling that they're getting with the Ace of Cups and with the awakening with the Page of Cups. And I think that's stirring them in a really profound way, and they're moving towards it for sure. They're getting through their resistance or anything that is still residue. So possibly leaving a past relationship, I don't know, to be with you, or to move towards you if you don't know each other, or maybe, as I said, leaving the status of the past relationship to shift it into a different relationship that's more around honoring a connection, not just through intellect and interaction that's happening from the head, mind stuff, head stuff that connected them, but more from a soulmate connection, more that kind of pure, just pure. That song from Leonard Cohen, "There Ain't No Cure, because nothing's pure enough for love." And that's where I see this going with the Six of Cups, moving towards that kind of purity. So this isn't about work together. This isn't about a team. This isn't about any of that. This is just purely love that's connecting. And that's where I see, this coming together at that level. And then together, I do feel like you've got the Eight of Cups and the Destiny card here and the Fool. So there's something new. There's a destiny for the two of you together. And I think that that will show itself clearly as you move through coming together and through what this is all about, and you start to figure that out. Then the destiny will become clear, and the new path will become clear, and you'll see why it was important for this to come together on a really powerful spiritual and heart level. And I think for both of you, I think what you've left behind was love, kind of, that didn't, as I said before, the independence, the possible team thing, but kind of leaving that kind of love behind and really choosing. So remember I said there was a choice to be made here, a decision? Well, I think the choice is made here. The choice has been made to leave and to move into passion and move into kind of the hidden, unknown things that love, signifies, because it stirs passion within. It's not, and it's not something that we can identify or define, or it just is. And that's where I see this moving now. I see this connection moving from, both moving from where it was to something far more passionate and more, deeper in the soul. And then we've got the Knight of Cups showing up here. So I feel like love is definitely moving very powerfully towards this connection. We got the Hierophant and the Justice card. So inevitably, this is the destiny of the connection, is to move towards this and move towards that level of commitment. And not only commitment with each other on that level, but the Justice is moving it for a reason, because there's a destiny here as well with the Hierophant here. So I do think that there is something under, under the spirit world, or something in this world, that only this connection is the right connection to bring this to fruition, to manifest it. Now we got the Ten of Swords here, and the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So we got the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. So I think there's been a lot of pain in both of these people's past, and it's been pain. They made it through, they survived, and now the knowledge and the wisdom that came out of it has created this really solid ability to build something in the world that, like healing stuff, like maybe healing people that have been through a similar thing, that kind of thing, healing themselves, but also through that, I see it as it's given them something that they can then offer in terms of bringing that knowledge into the world, or bringing it out. And that may be the Fool and the destiny that we're seeing here. All right, fire signs. I hope this was helpful. I'm just going to draw an oracle now, and we've got the Wind Fairy. So this is about thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. So that may be what I'm seeing here, where the world, the situation and the world, there's been a lot of hurt and pain with this Ten of Swords, and now with the Ace of Pentacles, like I kind of feel like, I don't know, in some way that this bringing together is going to be around what we're talking here, through using words, thoughts, and intellectual analysis, and being able to offer that into the world, right? Okay, well, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to do an extended reading for those that it did resonate with. I'll be taking a look at this destiny and where the Fool is going, and also looking at the Hierophant and where that's going, and maybe this outcome here as well would be good. Actually, this whole line here we'll take a look at in more detail. Okay, fire signs. Thanks, and I'll see you next week, and check out the extended if it relates to you.